Hello and welcome to Wireman's Whimsy. I'm Lorraine and today we're going to be making our own background paper to make this lovely Just Because card with the Lovely You stamp set. This has got lots of really great greetings in it, lots of little details in it. They are the mount ones. We will be using the Bermuda Bay, Coastal Coral, Cajun Craze, and Mango Melody inks. And we're also going to be using two of the dies from the Layering Ovals set. Layering Ovals is a standalone die set that has so many uses. It's a really good one to invest in. This card I've done on the Mango Melody and this one on the Bermuda Bay. So today for the demo we'll use a card base of Cajun Craze. When I first started with Stampin' Up, I was scrapbooking and so I needed to make my own backgrounds. So I primarily got into Stampin' Up so that I could make my own scrapbook page backgrounds. And to do that, I just took a multiple different sets, different stamps, and you just start stamping. You stamp randomly around, and then you turn your paper around so that you get different effects, different directions. You can turn the stamp as well. I find it easier to turn the paper. And it doesn't matter if you kind of miss a spot or you don't put your stamp down completely, because we're going to be cutting this into a 5 1/4 by 4 piece, and you can always position your greeting where there's a bit of an oops. Stamping is very forgiving. So now we'll move on to the Coastal Cabana, and we'll do some more leaves in the Coastal Cabana. And again, we're just going to come in where there's space, keeping in mind that we are coming in with two other smaller dies to fill in some gaps. Don't be afraid to stamp off the edge, because when you cut the paper, you're going to get partial pieces of the die printed on it. So we're just going to keep filling in the gaps, and you can do this in any colorway you want, any background you want. If you just wanted to use the words, for instance, there is the stamp that says smile in this set. You could put smile all over the background and then just put flowers on it or do whatever you wanted to on it. So this is a little one. We're just going to come in, fill in some gaps, and if you get it all done up and you think, oh, it's a little bit bare in places, go back in, add some more. You can add another color, you can add a different stamp if you want, or just go back in with some of the existing. And you just keep inking your page up. This is the long part of the process to get all the inking done, but when you cut this up, you can get 4 card fronts out of it. So you're investing a little bit of time, but you get 4 cards out of it. So we'll come in with the flower and the Mango Melody, and just wherever there seems like a reasonable spot to put it in, just drop a flower in. And when you cut the paper up, if you think, oh, well, I'd like a bit more of one color on this, just add some in. There's no right or wrong way to do this. It is completely your taste and what you need it to be. So I'm just going to add a couple more yellow in the Mango Melody. And then we take this and we cut it into 5 1/4 by 4. And I've got the new paper trimmer from Stampin' Up. The measurements are fantastic on this. It's really, really easy to use. So we're going to go to 5 1/4 and we're going to cut. And then we're going to go to 5 1/4 again and just line it up and cut. And you can keep these extra little pieces, use it to decorate cards, or you can throw it away. It's entirely up to you. Now we need to cut this at 4. So make sure it's at 4. and then cut. We're going to do that one more time at 4. And you always try and pull the blade so you're pushing towards a blocked edge, like at the top or the bottom. So I'll just put that off to the side now. And you can see we have got 4 card fronts. So I'm only going to need 1 for the demo today. And we can take this now and we can add it straight to the card front. And there's no right side up or upside down. You just choose what you'd like. Just put it on the card front. Drop it down. Now, because the background's in Cajun Craze, I'm going to use Cajun Craze to do the words. And I'm using the words just because. And I'm going to just stamp it on my scrap of paper. And I will use the stitch or the layering ovals, and I'm just going to put the larger one on a Cajun Craze background, and then the saying I'll cut with the smaller one. Sometimes it takes just a little bit of wiggling to get it in the right spot, and then you sandwich up the die and run it through. And then you can pop your greeting out. Just put some adhesive on the back of it. And I am going to dimensionalize this. See, they line up just perfectly. And I'm just going to put a couple of dimensionals on the back of this. Actually, that was the larger one, so I'm just going to use the one. And then you make sure you've got your card opening the right way, and then you decide where you'd like to put your greeting. There you have your own designer series paper that you've made, your designer background, and 3 different options. So thank you very much. I hope you've enjoyed the video today. If you have any comments, please comment below. And if you'd like to purchase any of the products used in this video, you can do so at the links below. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.